So listen guys, I've stated before that Logic is one of my favorite rappers since I started high school back in 2011, my freshman year. So I've been keeping up with what he does for a long time, and recently he decided it was time to retire and he thought it was time to pass his white boy rapper torch to this guy named Silas, who was a rapper on Logic's label Bobby Boy Records. He's been following Logic around for at least 10 years I would say, and to be honest the guy never really impressed me. He just sounded like a decent Logic impersonation, but that was about it. I'd listen to his feature if Logic put him on a song like he did for his album, but that was about the extent of my relationship with this guy's music, cause quite frankly it just wasn't very good. Honestly, I think the only reason Logic was backing this man so hard was because he saw a lot of himself in Silas. He knew this guy since he was only 11 years old. I believe they were from the same area, both came from messed up households, and both just wanted to make it out rapping. And that's all fine and dandy. Logic was just trying to do a good thing for this kid. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about cancel culture and how a little bit of late night horny time on Instagram cost this man his entire career. Because after Silas was heavily involved with Logic's last album and release party, it seemed like almost immediately after these allegations and screenshots came forward on Twitter. And basically the accusation here was that this man was thirsting for an underage girl on Instagram, 16 years old according to the anonymous post. Apparently Silas was commenting on her stories and basically trying to message her, constantly asking for nudies, even sending out some pics of him jacking his beanstalk. Then another girl who was only 15 came forward with a similar story, though they all said he never actually asked them for their age. Still, this combined with another anecdotal tale from an ex-girlfriend about Silas's scummy behavior during their relationship ended this man. That's all it really took for Silas to get cancelled, as Logic's cult-like fan base demanded Silas be kicked off of Bobby Boy Records in the months since this happened. They demanded Logic no longer affiliate with this man they now deemed a predator. I'm not defending this man at all, but it's a 20-year-old talking to a 16-year-old. Yeah, that's creepy as fuck, but people were out here acting like this guy was diddling little boys. Apparently he never touched anyone besides himself, which is still gross. And at the end of the day, you really just have to be smarter than this though. Knowing you're not only famous, but also affiliated with a huge artist like Logic should be enough to tell you that you're gonna draw some attention from some fans who are underage. And this relationship between fan and artist can be strange because there's of course a power dynamic to the whole thing, and I think that's why people were so outraged, because they felt like the dude was using his newfound power and newfound clout to manipulate these underage women. And so for the past few months the fire was raging underneath not only his ass but also Logic's ass, because this was his little protege artist. And it finally all came to a forefront last night when Silas went on Twitch to apologize to the Rat Pack.
Just before I start, I just really wanted to let you guys know that I was an asshole. I was like really fucking egotistical, and really most of all I hurt people that I feel like really genuinely supported me as a person.
He goes on to say that he never assaulted anyone, never met up with anyone underage, or even knew he was speaking to underage girls. He talks about how some of these screenshots posted were doctored, how he was an asshole for using his power on these women, and how he was basically thirsty as fuck.
2019, I was 20 years old. I had a Visco account, and there was a girl that had pictures of herself on there. And I was just being thirsty as fuck. Like, honestly, like I was just being a thirsty ass fucking 20-year-old, you know?
He continues to say there will be no backtracking, no victim blaming, and that he was ready to take 100% responsibility for his actions long ago, but that he wasn't legally allowed to say anything for months. He also takes a couple minutes to apologize to Logic personally and clear his name.
He truly had nothing to do with like any of this. He hasn't hurt anybody in his entire life. Really, all he should be worrying about is his wife, his son, you know, Twitch, his family, stuff like that, you know what I mean? And not someone that's like messing up all the shit he's built. Like, I've been here from the jump and like I fucked up, you know, like I like the person who needed to speak up the entire time was me. You know, I just couldn't. There's legalities involved.
Basically, you guys gotta understand that this guy was a nobody before Logic picked him up, basically off the street, and changed his life. He got that golden Willy Wonka ticket, and he screwed it all up. He reveals that the very same day the accusations came out, Logic ripped up his contract right in front of his face. kicked him off the label immediately, and questioned how he could fuck up so bad. He was probably extra mad because he knows how it feels to be in the exact same situation with much more power and not fuck it up.
I just ruined my own career, you know? Like, I ruined my own career, dude. Like, it's as plain as that. I ruined my own career. I don't plan to rap again. I don't plan to make music ever again. It's done, you know? It's done. My career is over.
So yeah, the guy basically canceled himself. Logic wants nothing to do with this guy from a business standpoint, but he did offer to help him mentally and physically, which I thought was nice. At the end of the day, at least Silas had the balls to apologize like this, and it seems like he really did learn from this situation. I personally think this story is insane. From the top of the world, a feature on Logic's album, and signed to your idol, to the bottom, careerless, and completely out of the music industry. I guess the moral of the story is, don't catch yourself being horny on the timeline. Just jerk it and go to bed. Peace.